What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and as you can see right there, there is a new currency that's being added into Madden Ultimate Team, but many of you guys are not even worried about that currency. You want to know what's up with Ray Lewis, so we're going to go ahead and get into that and talk about why I'm getting so many complaints about his certain attributes that you guys just don't like. We're going to go ahead and discuss it very, very quickly after we go ahead and pretty much the bats currency is going to go up in there. I'm not sure about some of the other things that are going to be going on right now. I think that they're just releasing that to have it available because, as you can see, you don't see anything else about the most feared solos. I wanted to double check it. I'm going to go to challenges. Oh, they are there. So you have 10 of them right there. So you can own a team. You can earn your team captain token. With 30, you get an 85 overall Nat most feared fantasy pack. Okay, so that's cool. All right, we'll go into that separately. But that's good that they were able to get that done because there is a lot of hysteria going on about the fact that many of you guys have lost your abilities and you are not keeping it back. You are absolutely raging and you're letting it go, and I appreciate that. As long as you keep it PG pre-pubescent, like PG the baby's not even born yet. Like, listen, we got to keep it right. You know what I'm saying? I got 2-year-olds that watch my videos, and I don't know why they do it, but I get video clips sent, so I try to make sure I keep myself under control. So we're gonna all try to do that as well. You can still see that my sprinter is absolutely gone. At this time right now, many of you guys are asking me, is it smart to buy back anything that you're missing? And I told you guys, absolutely 100% not. Because they're going to have to figure out what needs to be done, and they're going to give us back all of our stuff. They just have to, it's going to be a little bit more hectic. Because for me, I would just globally give everybody something. Do you guys agree with that? Like, let me know if you agree with that, bro. I would just say, you know what? It is what it is. Okay, hold on. The training is 500. We're going to actually put some training on Moss to get that Moss stability going on in a second. But like I said, I'm getting off track with it because there's so many other things that were added, but at the same time, there were so many things taken away. Pretty much what happens though, many people are not going to go out of their way to then go back and do sprinter again. Well, some of them maybe, but not everyone. So I don't want people to think that, yeah, when you go out there, people are going to just, buy back, the X factors and the abilities. I can understand if some people buy those things back, but sprinter is way too ridiculous. So I don't really see everybody going to buy that back, especially with the fact that we don't know if EA is going to give you back a return if you buy it again. What we do know is they're going to give us back all of our stuff that we already had. And also, up until this point, everything else that you wanted to sell back, like the abilities, you're not getting refunds for the stuff you already sold. Like, they're not going to give you stuff, but anything going forward, you can get something back. Right here, do you want to move? See, they still haven't really updated everything. I think that has something to do with the way that the sprinter is going on. If you guys wanted to understand exactly what's happening is, when they launched everything that went into this whole thing with giving refunds, they accidentally, I want to say, made a lot of our other physical chems and certain abilities and X factors remove itself from our players. So with that being said, I think that that's the reason that it's still not showing up. But once they fix whatever the issue is, you will be able to get refunds from that, but starting from the date that it launched, not prior. Like, you guys see me raid sell Gale Sayers, Marcus Allen, and I had to eat that. Like, that 1500 training, bro, I see it in my sleep. You guys know what it's about when you eat, bro. 1500 training is a lot of training. I don't care if you're a millionaire. It's still a lot, all right? But it is what it is. Now, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's go over. We're going to back out because I know you guys want to keep talking about the most feared and everything I'm talking about there. But we're going to talk about the fact that a lot of you guys are very, very annoyed and upset that Ray Lewis doesn't have what he should have. Okay, now, this is the situation, right? I don't even know if these cards are in the game yet. We have to look, let's click it. Okay, they're not there yet. All right, because I think that they delayed the most feared anyway. So I don't even know what's going on. None of these guys should be available at this point, but you do get those guys back as Nat. So you're going to still be able to make some training up that way, which is really, really good if you were to complete it. So let's talk about Ray Lewis, right? The biggest thing that we have issues about with Ray Lewis, the most feared master Ray Lewis, this is the biggest issue that many of us have. Why is his zone coverage so low? Is he useful for your team? I'm going to tell you no. The same way I think Michael Thomas with an 85 speed base is useless. This guy goes up to like an 88 if you chem him, but I don't run a 4-3 anymore, and he would be useless on my team. I have no space for him. Vita Vea is not what he was in 19 for me. You guys remember how sick he was at the beginning of the year? Dude was a god. Now he's just another guy running around with doodle in his butt cheeks. He's not helping me. I don't think he'll help you. If you're a Bucks fan, that's fine. Go ahead, do whatever you want. But I don't think that it's something that's going to work out for me, you know, for the overall long haul. Now, with that being said, is Ray Lewis somebody that I am going to go after? No, I'm not. I understand your rage, because when you play this game, what happens is the lower that zone coverage is on the linebacker, the more they stand there like idiots. It's actually interesting though, because I actually tested it out with Ryan Shazier, and Ryan Shazier actually plays his zones. Have you guys done that? Let me know if you guys have done that. Like, write Shaz, S-H-A-Z in the comments. Okay. I want to know if you guys experiment stuff, because what I try to encourage you guys to do is to go and practice the way that I do, because I don't have a lab partner. If I want to lab something, I just go into a real game and just try it on an opponent. So I want to know exactly what you guys are doing with it, and let's try to figure it out, because Shazier's zone is like in the 80s and he actually plays it. Now this guy's like what is he, like a 58 or something? He has some kind of weird zone. It was really, really crazy and ridiculous, and you know, pretty much it was really, really outrageous, unbelievably ridiculous. But let me go ahead and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what it is, because I have it all over the place. It's just that I completely forgot what it was. Okay, so it's a 68 zone coverage, and you guys are very, very upset about it, and you have the right to be, you know, very upset about it, because this is the second middle linebacker that's like a legendary player that doesn't have what we think he should have. The other one is Pat Willis. Okay, so if you ask me right now, what am I doing? I'm gonna try to get the pieces of this to complete his set and sell him immediately. He won't even make it on the squad, bro. Like, seriously? He's gonna come into my office and be fired immediately as he gets in there. And then we're gonna go sell him. We're gonna get the training for the Nats. And it has to make sense though, because I realistically think that we can make a boatload of coins the same way we did last year. If you guys have been riding with me since last year, you would know with LT, that's what we did. LT was the Harvest Master or something like that, and then we completed the set several times, got the Nats back, and just ate ridiculously. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're gonna have to do with this. So for everybody that's raging and, you know, you're upset about it, don't worry about it, bro. We don't have to keep the card. Unless you're a Ravens fan, he's a must-have. If you're a Ravens fan, you can't have a Ravens squad without Ray Lewis. So you're just screwed. You gotta always blitz him, or you gotta user him and hope for the best. Like, that's pretty much what it is. But if you're not a Ravens fan and you don't care about it like that, you don't really have to worry about a lot of the things that go into it. You know what I'm saying? With the other sets here, I'm gonna go ahead and break these down in another video, because you guys wanted specifics about it, because like you have to craft the materials and all the stuff like that. You guys want more information about doing that. I'm gonna definitely get that out to you very, very quickly. As soon as we you know, complete this, just write it in the comments. Like, just write more. You know, M-O-R-E, like, yo, you want more? I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, you know, what I need to know what you guys are doing, and we'll go from there with that. But I just wanted to continue to point out that if you are not a Ravens fan, there are other middle linebackers that are way, way better right now in the game that you could actually utilize to make your team so much better, okay? Namely, starting with Ryan Shazier, Patrick Willis, Devin White. Okay, and if you have a rookie premier, you got Devin Bush. All of these guys are super fast, but the unique thing about Ryan Shazier is that 86 zone coverage. And like I asked you guys before, please write it in the comments if you guys were doing this. You see what I'm saying? Like, let me know, because I actually labbed this, guys. Like, I literally labbed this, and he plays zone coverage. Like, he really plays it. Now, Devin White with the 70, he will play certain zones, but he doesn't really attack further down the field the way that Ryan Shazier does. So it definitely has an impact on the way that the players perform. If you run out there with Ray Lewis, I would urge you guys, number one, I think he probably should be able to get Enforcer. I would put that on him and blitz him and try to make monster tackles and try to get fumbles and stuff like that. That would be what I would try to do. I would not leave that man on an island thinking that it's sweet in zone coverage, because he's not going to do anything. He's going to stand there and the ball's going to go over his head. He's going to be an idiot. Ryan Shazier, when you click onto him, if you're not on him and you put him in the zone, you can click on and he'll react to the ball immediately. with his zone coverage. Man, everybody gets burnt in man if it's an out route. The out route is the OP route of Madden 20, so don't be discouraged if you're getting burnt by out routes. Just try to manipulate zones, okay? You work the cloud flats, the vertical hooks, the regular yellow zone with the mid read. You play around with it. You got the light pink. You got different ones, the quarter flats. There's a lot of different zones in the game that you can utilize to fix it, but that's next level Madden. I don't want to go ahead and start letting you guys know, but I do all my adjustments based on what my opponent is doing. And there's a zone for everything that they're doing, except for when they throw streaks into quadruple coverage and they have the Moss ability. You're going to get Moss and you're going to deal with it and like it. And that's pretty much all that's going to happen. So that's what I would urge you guys to kind of look into. As far as what we're going to be doing. But I personally, once everything is launched, we are going to be going after making sure that we can get what we need, okay, to make our team better. And to be honest, I understand the rage about Ray Lewis, because if he had good zone coverage, he would no doubt be the best middle linebacker in the game. But I think they need to keep value on Ryan Shazier because they're not releasing any more cards for him. Based on what they said earlier in the year. So I think they want to keep him as that all-around best middle linebacker, which is why everybody's going to have speed, hit power, all that stuff, but they just won't have the zone coverage. That's just my assessment of it. But that's what I'm going to be doing. Let me know what your plans are. Are you going to keep Ray Lewis, or are you just like, yo, bro, that zone is just way too bad? Let me know as soon as possible what's good, and we'll go from there. All right, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and turn on post notifications. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, all at GmiasWorld. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.